Well, it's been a source of fellowship and community for me. Again, I started kind of in this project as a Canadian living in Canada. Now I'm a Canadian living in Oklahoma, so we know God has a sense of humor. But there were times when you feel like you're the only person who thinks this way. And the EPS has been a good source of understanding that, hey, we're not alone, right? There are colleagues, there are brothers and sisters who are seeking to love the Lord their God with heart and mind and soul and strength, and who are devoting their lives to furthering the kingdom intellectually. And that's an encouragement, right? And that it's a broader group than I realized. I mean, I was always familiar with the guys that are writing, right? With the Craigs and Habermases and Morelands of the world. But to know that there's hundreds and hundreds of them just in the US and Canada alone, and finding out that some of them, just live down the street, or they just teach down the road, or they teach in the next province over, is again, I think, a source of encouragement. We always take comfort from the great cloud of witnesses historically, but to know that there's also that great cloud of witnesses contemporarily, I think, is really important. I think and I admire a lot of the guys who work and write within the EPS, but there's some cutting-edge philosophical work being done, whether it's kind of the Smith-Craig discussions in regards to nominalism and Platonism, on working out conversation this week on penal substitution, conciliar Christianity. There's some just really important work, I think, that is fostered by knowing that there is a group within which you can work these things out, right? It's harder if you're just trying to do it out there in kind of the general world, because you may be you think you're the only person, again, that's interested in these questions. So it's given, I think, a framework within which people can pursue these questions that have unique interest to Christian philosophers. So I've been thankful for Philosophia Christi, for EPS, both the national and the regional meetings, and just privileged to be a part.